communicator even than, you know, words. And it reaches somewhere really profound and powerful. And this asset we have in the BBC of these orchestras, the BBC Philharmonic, older than the BBC, reaching audiences with new music, with traditional music, whatever music the audience wants to hear, we'll do that.
It touches you in a way that you can't quite even put your finger on with words.
Exactly. It goes deeper. It's a really powerful thing.
We'll talk to the guys in a minute, but just a final thought, just talking about the BBC, 100 years old, quite rightly scrutinised by lots of people from different areas about how money is spent.
Yeah.
What's the argument? And I'm sure you've had to have this argument. I'm sure at some point somebody counting the money has said, do we need the Philharmonic Orchestra? I mean, what's the argument for its continued existence?
We reach out to audiences in ways that no other part of the BBC can, whether it's live or on air, but also our education programmes. We're working with young people, with the community all the time, reaching out, whether it's through digital content, through Bite Size, through our work with children's early years. As an asset to the BBC, the value you get from your orchestras is much greater than so much else that we do, and the reach we have is so much more. And you know, we're an employer of musicians. That's another important point. The culture of this country depends on musicians. What the BBC does is a philanthropist, in a way. We support music to reach the greatest number of people and at the highest quality. And I think that statement of quality, that statement of reach, and the impact that we saw last night, as Tom said, a new audience, a lot of people there. It would have been their first experience of an orchestra, and we can do that as the BBC.
But other orchestras do it too, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. And we're part of an ecology in the UK, and we work very closely with the other orchestras, particularly in Manchester here. There's a great sense of collaboration. But there's far more audience there than the number of orchestras we have can reach. So we're always pushing harder to reach more people. There are more people whose lives can be transformed by experiencing music from a live orchestra.
And you two met in the orchestra.
Your lives were transformed by the orchestra, weren't they?
Your eyes meet over the violin bow. Did they?
Yeah. Well, we're friends first. But we've sat together for 24 years. And we're still speaking.
So you must be together day
all the time
and night.
24 hours a day.
Yeah.
And you still speak?
We still
we just don't disagree. I mean, you know, it's a big thing at the desk because it's a big element of trust. When you're musicians, you know, you have to trust your colleagues because there's 90 of us. You know, you may have had a row with somebody in the cello, I don't know, but you still got to trust that person when it comes to the concert because we all play on instinct.
Oh, go on then. Who's the naughtiest bit of an orchestra?
The naughtiest bit of an orchestra?
Is it the cello?
I know, it's the brass, isn't it?
I couldn't possibly...
Live on air, I think the world needs to know.
I couldn't possibly say. You're setting me up for a fall.
We'll have to do a stakeout in the Britain's Protection opposite the pub that's
the
opposite
BP. You'll find out there. That's where you get the information.
And you obviously rehearse at work, but do you rehearse at home as well? Do you have separate rooms that you go to rehearse, or do you rehearse together?
We practice separately.
Do you?
Yeah,
we have a music room. Unless we're putting something together. We did something for Henry. We have a 6-year-old, and we did something for his school recently, didn't we?
Very quickly before we go, that beautiful violin in your hand, tell us a little bit about its history.
Yeah, this was made in 1666, the year of the Great Fire of London.
My goodness.
By an Italian, well, he italicised his name, he was German, he was called Martinot, and then he moved to Italy to make violins. He'd been a lute maker, changed his name to Martinus Otti, and nothing was known about him until about 10 years ago. And then his history gradually came to light, and there are only 7 of his instruments left in the world.
How does it sound?
You mean you want me to play
Just
a few
literally.
notes? Oh, yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
It's a Sunday morning. It's first thing in the morning. Please don't give me the sack.
Even that brought on the goosebumps. Honestly, fantastic.
Tom Bangparler, thank you. Alison Fletcher as well, thank you. And Simon, thank you, Simon Webb, the director of the BBC Film.
Yeah, and congratulations on the 100 years. That is it from us. Breakfast